to Mighty Misfit Menagerie, or
Cusco's poison.
sure.
I think I said my name is Menagerie. It's like, what?
Welcome to our thank you. Welcome to our Dungeons and Dragons YouTube channel. We are playing Candlekeep Mysteries. We're on episode 52 of the Scrivener's Tale, which is book 15. Part 2. That was a lot of numbers, so we'll see if you followed them. Would anybody like to?
We gotta stop. Polina will kill us.
I said that on camera.
I don't mean as a DM.
I know. And then you said it on camera.
Please, Hank, would you tell us what happened? That was
So we started out with everyone going over what's happened because it's been a year and a half. And we've established relationships. People have moved. People have been doing things. People have been stealing things. People have been stealing things to strengthen relationships and giving them to other people in those relationships. It's been a good time.
So I don't know what you're talking about.
And we all were relaxing one night, and I believe maybe even sleeping, and then we all heard an alarm bell that signaled that something was wrong. We all dashed out to the courtyard.
It was like a massive red flag. It was something you really should have recognized. Like if one of your party members attacked defenseless, helpless monk at a temple. You should have seen
Like a young woman.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like something really awful.
Who had done nothing.
Yeah.
But be
in that
helpful.
story so far.
Yeah. Like a complete innocent.
Anyway,
Why is this a joke if one understands but me?
because
You stabbed a girl. Do you not remember?
No. This is a hypothetical red flag.
Oh.
Oh, that wasn't me. That was Betty.
So I went to the courtyard, and there was this massive invasion of rats that poured over the walls of Candlekeep, and were chanting "Spawn of Mashika," I believe. And so we played a really cool little mini game where we all used our powers and stuff to defeat those, and we then
over
brought
10,000 rats. I don't think I
Yeah.
ever told you guys how many rats there
Oh my
were.
gosh.
a ton of rats.
I would just like to point out, as an animist who is particularly fond of rats, that was very horrifying. Because rats are our friends.
Indeed, it was a sad day for rat kind.
You guys wouldn't even eat them.
Mashika really must be stopped because
It's almost as if we should not do Scrivener's Tale and just go after Mashika.
Isn't that what we're doing?
Oh, that's what I was going to do.
So we brought one of the rats back, and we were able to question it.
Would speak with dead.
Yeah.
And speak with animals in concurrence.
Yep. And so we learned, we think, the general direction of where Mashika is, and a couple other questions about if it was them, why they were after us, that kind of stuff. After that was done, Henry found a book just lying on the floor, I believe, and read that book, and it was a tale about the Queen of Air and Darkness.
the book
And
is
like
about
a-
the princess
the
of
princess.
the Shadow Glass and her feud with the
That's right,
Queen
okay.
in Darkness.
So Henry read that, and then Bo went off to one of the Avowed and talked to him, and basically was like, why are you leaving all these books around that keep getting people killed? And probably wasn't a great look on Bo, but he did what he did. And we found out that there's some curse, I think, with the book, or like it's affecting Henry somehow. I thought it was Henry. All right.
Why is it? Has Henry read the book?
Great question. Good question. He's some sort of
You know
tie that
what?
you all have together as
Hours. Alright.
Can we at least say that when we picked up and touched the book, that's how we got the curse?
It actually says in this Candlekeep Mystery that no matter what, when someone reads it, the whole party feels it.
I love that.
Can we say all of
I'm
Candlekeep?
just saying.
We are linked.
Yeah, we could say it's all Candlekeep. We'll see.
It's just my brain can't
Don't make it
handle.
worse.
My brain just can't handle like Henry, who we barely know.
It's been 2 years.
Are you,
Longer.
are you saying that it's kind of similar to how, like, without provocation or any sort of knowledge of what's going on,
Oh my God.
or really any action that was taken, our entire group found their names in the Book of a Mummy for organ transplant? But nobody else.
That makes sense because it was seeing the future and we were all going to be there narratively.
Okay, seeing the future, that kind of magic, you believe in that, but you don't believe like some cosmic thing could like
First five individuals.
who are linked together.
No, let's be real here. It was a 9-month gap and then a 1.5 year gap, right? You're stuck
so.
with me.
Look at the analogy.
Maybe it's an STD.
Look at the
We should
analogy.
stop having orgy parties.
I think look at the analogy this way. There are 5 individuals with the rings of power that come together to make Captain Planet. That could be anybody. That could happen to anybody. But it's these 5 people that make Captain Planet.
So what we're saying is
We-
it's destiny.
Yes. Yes.
This is a great
It's like if
explanation.
one
I don't see
person
an issue.
attacks an enemy, and then that enemy morphs into a giant golem,
No.
and the whole
No.
party has to then
Did you guys want us to play D&D, or should we just sit here trying to find different explanations to explain to Rio this arbitrary point rather than just accepting his concern? We're going to find a way to ensure.
This is just this quick way of
We're
us
just
saying we
explaining
don't
it.
remember what
I'm
happened.
not even really that
We spent a lot of time on it for no reason, but I'm down. We could make this the show. Like,
We just start a philosophy
Not
podcast.
down.
You got a Bard
I'm sorry,
Apprentice. I remember the Bard Apprentice.
It has been
was his
7
name?
minutes, and I think we've broken Helena.
Like, I
Put it in the
mean,
comments.
this is what you guys want to do. I guess I gotta go along with that. It's part of my responsibility, but
Did you bring that belladonna tea? So you service tea?
but there is an affliction on you all, so I could really choose to
Kill us.
move forward that timeline a little bit, I suppose, while we all fuck around.
We're fucking around and finding it.
So we found that out, and then went back to Henry, and I think we were all trying to go to sleep now.
Well, it was like in the morning because you were woken up early. So then I think some of you did try to go back to sleep. But
Yes.
then when the magic washed over you, I feel like you all started talking about that and then
Well,
split again.
I know me and Paige were cooking because I specifically wanted to make rat frittatas for breakfast.
That's right. It was early enough in the morning that I said, no, I'm staying up. I'm going to cook for everybody after
Yeah.
the events of last night.
I had already read the book, so I convinced him to give me the book back so I could go through it and try to figure out what we were supposed to do.
I
So
think
I was
I'm
up
coming
reading while
back
they
to
were
everyone.
cooking.
Okay. And then I know that you had the dream because you went back to sleep. And so we had ended with this dream. I'll go ahead and read it to you again.
I think you're in outfit number 3 now.
Yeah.
Or I thought.
No, it's 3.
It's 3. It's your third.
I remember
birthday.
specifically there being a third outfit, so I think you even woke up from the dream.
That's good.
Yeah.
It got changed. Can't look and see me in the same bathroom twice.
Okay. The dream is as vivid as anything you remember from your actual life. You feel the sweltering sun beating down as you take shelter in the shadow of a tumbled down tower. In the distance, vast armies on the march across mud-churned farm fields. The need to hide from that force overwhelms you, and you quickly retreat inside the tower. Inside the tower's half-ruined walls, you discover a boar spear that is driven shaft down into the ground, and whose head is adorned with 3 crowns. One limb of the spear's crossguard bears a narrow silver circlet. On the other hangs a crown of adamantine, shaped to be worn over a helm, and then around the spearhead is a golden crown adorned with emeralds. You feel the need to seize one of them. In the corner of your eye, a shadowy figure, humanoid figure, speaks to you. Help me. And then the dream ends. You
Before
wake
we can
up.
grab any of the.
Before you grab hold of the emerald. So you wake up and you're going to change again. So how aware of your body are you usually when you're changing clothes?
That's basically
Makes
all he
sense.
does.
Are you? Would you be in a state where you wouldn't be paying attention to your skin?
After last night, I would be less preening than I normally am. Like, I'm normally very careful about ensuring that everything's quite in order and fitting correctly and whatnot. But with having so little sleep and the frustration of dealing with whoever this madman is, no idea what connection this could have to us that sent these rats. I'm a little out of sorts, so probably dressed hastily.
Okay. And then with the clothing that you're wearing, how much of your bare skin is visible?
What season is it?
Great question. Let's say it's spring.
Okay. So it's a little chillier in the morning, warming up in the afternoon, so I'm going layers.
Okay.
So it'll be like breeches that go down to like just below the knee, and then like probably a vest with a long sleeve shirt that I can easily roll up, as well as like a jacket for the early morning that'll be easy to just hang in the hearth when we're more out and about.
Okay. Cool. So you can choose to go back to sleep if you want, I guess. And then you two are cooking. Bo, you were talking to Tellus, and then you were reading the book. Now, have you gone back to sleep at all? Have you had any moments of quiet repose?
I mean, I would have probably had a point where I was alone reading because everyone's kind of doing their own thing. I remember saying I was hanging upside down, like on the chair. It's like I was laying, like my legs
she
were
was
over
at
the
the
top
hearth
of the
with
chair.
us.
Why don't you roll a Constitution saving throw?
Okay.
And I'm going to see if you nod off during that
That's the most
process.
casual con save I've ever heard.
So casual.
9.
Oh, okay. So you nod off. You have the same dream, and that concludes again with this female voice asking for your help.
I drop the book on my face and I fall asleep.
Cool.
So I wake up with just a book on my face.
Cool. All right. How much of your bare skin is exposed?
We said it was spring.
And summer every other day.
I love your jacket so much. I just
Thank
you right
you.
now.
Cute.
I love this jacket.
It's very Dante.
Thanks. He definitely has a matching one. I got very sidetracked. It would definitely be like in pants, like just kind of constantly. Kerrigan's one of those people that wear jeans all year round. I feel like Enry would probably do the same thing because they're just convenient. So pants, and then like
There's probably a fire going in the hearth this morning. So.
probably like a lighter tunic kind of thing. Just doesn't get cold very often. So
Okay.
first thing in the morning, I also probably wouldn't have like left the room until it warms up a little bit outside. Just not a morning person.
Okay. It sounds like you're mostly covered up too then. So. Okay.
Mostly.
with like the fire that's going, I didn't go back to sleep. I was kind of like, fuck it, it's not gonna happen now. So I would have gone downstairs, like taken off my jacket, hung it up, rolled my sleeves, and seen if I could help with anything.
I have a 29 passive perception.
It would definitely be like a lighter tunic.
I don't know
almost
how.
cropped. So there would be like midriff showing.
Okay.
Easier to move in.
Okay. So after you drop your book, does that call anybody's attention to you? What's happening now that you've woken up?
Woken up. Yeah, would anyone be, you guys are cooking, are you guys like
Finland,
where I can see you?
drop the rats. I don't want to serve people rats unless they consent to it.
I mean,
We could put it on the menu as a special.
Okay, I accept putting it on the menu as an option. However, it's not the default. Okay, not
Okay,
the
that's
default.
fine. That's fine. I'm not gonna force it on anyone.
I know you just get.
Henry, you good? You're making weird noises in there.
Yeah, I'm fine. I hit myself in the face with a book, but I'm fine.
Girl, is that you?
yes, and picking the book up off of Henry's face,
Well, hey there. And you're upside down to me right now.
pulling
Babe,
a.
That's the best robe yet this morning.
It's a waistcoat. Pull a bookmark out of my vest pocket, pop it in the book, and hand it back to Henry.
Thank
I would recommend not sleeping around them, just in case you fall in.
Into the book.
Yes.
Wait, is this a fall into book? I thought we decided it wasn't a fall into book.
Hasn't yet.
Fallen into books before?
Yes, 3 times.
Sage pokes his head up through the window. Yes!
I got the book.
Yeah.
As you look down at Emery, you notice there is writing that is starting to scrawl across her midriff. It looks familiar.
I'm gonna. Don't. May I touch you for a moment?
Sure.
And I will just kind of slowly like lift up the bottom of her tunic to see where it's like actively happening.
Yes. So
What the-
it's kind of forming across her midriff. It stops when it's around pretty much it goes all the way it goes all the way around her middle. And then stops. It is, you recognize it. It is the same handwriting as the Scrivener's Tales handwriting, and it is the story of the Princess of the Shadow Glass. So it's like it's being written on your skin.
I would sit up at this point and be like, what the fuck?
So it's at a part talking about how kind and magnanimous the princess is.
Hey, I remember this part. This is in the book. It's the same handwriting, too. Look. See?
Is the book falling out here?
I think the book is falling into me.
If you get to a point where you can hand off the cooking, you may want to take a look at this. But I mean, don't burn it.
Kirill, you're going to try my rat frittatas, right?
Rat tot.
Oh gosh, there's writing from the book appearing on her. You better come out here.
Oh, are you guys looking at each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
As
through
you
the
gaze-
window of the kitchen.
As you gaze upon the visage of your lover, you see writing creeping across his neck.
Oh, Kirill.
What?
Did you touch the book or something?
Just for a moment.
I would cast Minor Illusion to show him his own face like a mirror.
Sitting down next to Henry.
Is it a different part of the book? Or I want to flip to that part and then...
This one is about how trustworthy the princess is and how easy to talk to.
We may, if this is contagious, if this is contagious and I just got it from touching you, we may want to quarantine or something.
Maybe. What was my part of the book? That was
It's just about how kind and magnanimous the princess is.
That's so weird that it's different parts of the book, though. Paige, do you have any book on you?
I will pop up.
Paige is covered in fur. How do we know?
Don't touch him!
At this point, I'd walk out from the kitchen.
Oh, okay, Paige is gonna have to be quarantined too.
I think canonically Rio and I were saying at this point we call the jackals. We summon the jackals to come finish the cooking.
I spent a few minutes explaining to them the rat frittata special, but other than that, I will come out.
Madeline, don't touch any of us. And we already touched Paige.
Go a lot further.
Has anything showed up on him
I'm gonna
yet?
look at myself.
No, you three
Detect
do
magic.
not notice any writing.
I would like to detect magic, please.
Illusion and transmutation.
On him?
Magic, just as with the book.
And Henry?
Yes.
What about Paige?
No.
No?
Not yet.
Well, Paige is clean. Myself?
No.
I'm clean. Just you two. What have you guys done different? Did you just wake up from a nap?
Yeah.
And we both
That's why the
touched.
book hit me
went
in
to
the face.
bed.
We both touched the book too.
Yeah.
At this point, nobody else has touched it besides us in our group, right?
No, Bo touched
No,
it.
you guys took it from me at one point.
We gotta
and I
check
said,
Bo.
give it back.
Are you there?
I mean, by now I probably am coming back, I think.
So is Bo affected? No, Bo's fine.
What?
Well, I had a weird dream last night. I don't know if that...
And then we'll touch the book.
Oh no! Don't.
Okay.
You don't feel anything. And I mean, no writing appears on your body.
Not the book.
I tap Paige with it.
Did you say a strange dream?
Yeah.
Battlefield tower crowns on a trident.
That you really wanted to take and then you woke up before you could take them.
Help me.
Yeah. We had the same dream last night.
Oh, no, not shared dreams.
The book fell into us.
Remember that dream diary that made us all dream as if we were like a pretty princess going on a date? I've never felt more vulnerable.
Huh?
Oh, you weren't there for that one. That was just me and Paige.
Did you feel like a pretty princess too?
More so than normal.
Oh, I like to pat his ears.
You'll recall yesterday, or earlier this morning, you did do some arcanaing of the book, and you did detect that it bestowed an affliction of some kind that gave you a benefit, but also probably had a drawback.
As books do.
Okay, so I think I don't know if this is the benefit or the drawback of the book.
I think it's kind of cool if we're being honest.
Henry, please panic. Just 10% more.
But like, it doesn't hurt. It's kind of neat, and it was a good part of the book.
What happens
Yes,
if you
too.
turn into a book?
Be a very interesting book, I'm sure.
You guys both understand Sylvan?
Yes.
I believe
I
so.
do.
Elvish. That's just what my thing says. Yeah.
That's different from Sylvan. It's not, okay.
So I don't actually understand something.
Okay.
I speak a lot of
I
languages.
thought you specifically got Sylvan because of Pam, though.
Yeah, because the book
Oh, that
is,
could have been.
the Scrivener's Tale is in Sylvan, so
Are you a hobgoblin?
Yeah.
Hobgoblin
So I would
Sylvan
just-
is your
yeah.
natural language.
okay. So I was like, I'll let you read the book.
It's in the other section of my things and not the very, yeah.
Okay, then you don't notice really what this benefit is that you just received. Because you already knew how to do it.
I'm trying to find my language.
I'm like, it's just kind of cool
It's under
looking.
proficiencies. It's like the very
It's
last.
a very good part of the book. Princess is really cool.
It just looks like
I don't speak Sylvan.
Okay, so then you notice I can read and understand Sylvan.
Okay, I found the benefit.
Oh, my passive aggressive.
What's the benefit?
I can read and understand Sylvan. And I'll say that to you in Sylvan.
Oh,
Man, I can already do that. Still cool
your,
though.
your pronunciation is almost perfect.
I've been working on it for a long time.
Really?
No. I think it's the book.
I think it's magic.
I'm just running out of languages to talk about you guys in.
So, doing something about this?
Well, we have to go after Mashika.
Don't know if. I mean,
Is it continuing to like spread across us as this is happening?
It stops at about 20% of your body.
Guys. There's no need to panic. Lesser restoration. And now we're good.
Bogus sits back.
Does
Does not
feel
have an effect.
like a nice cup of coffee, but I can still read Sylvan.
I always wanted tattoos. I just didn't want to go through it. It's
Just
like,
trying to rub it off with my thumb.
Oh god, it smells like rat.
I think
Under any other circumstances, I'd love you to touch me, but maybe shower first.
What do you mean?
Rat corpses.
Oh. We all smell like that, though.
I took a bath.
I think maybe Mashika can wait.
I don't know. I'm pretty jived about last night still.
It's my
I
band name in
do.
high school.
But Mashika can wait. I these books all end badly, and I just kind of blew up at one of the avowed, and I need to redirect that rage into a healthy space.
Mashika.
Books.
Ah.
yeah, careful. You're going to be that.
I've already started drafting a strongly worded letter to all principalities in the direction the rat pointed. So that should help with the Sheikah problem.
Tell Mashika off.
I'm going to fill a large bowl with water, put like a little bar of soap from the kitchen next to it, wild shape into a rat, and then start bathing.
I'm just gonna look at Carol. He's yours.
I want to poke you in your little rat head.
I will scoop you up out of the bowl and just prestidigitate you clean, then prestidigitate you dry, and set you down. You know it doesn't transfer forms.
Well, then when I wild shape it, I should come back clean then.
You would come back just as dirty as you are.
I don't think that's how it works.
There's a plot here
As the
somewhere.
only druid in the party, I think I can bathe as a rat.
Or Kirill's just told you that it works every time, and now it's just too much to ignore.
This is how cute is it to bathe as a rat, though? I would do it every day.
Yeah, they come out of the hand washer thing and they're all puffy and steamed.
Oh, yeah. Bo, you will recall when you were talking to Tellus yesterday, he had mentioned that Frick, what's the name?
Milfric?
Milfric?
Wait, hold on.
Milfric is kind of a cool name.
Machill. I was like, Machill Rillin was the person who originally gave this book to Candlekeep. He was a noble in Baldur's Gate.
Oh yeah. I think we should go check out this dude who gave the book originally. He's in Baldur's Gate.
Honestly, this might be our first step in finding Mashika. We didn't have the book until the rats showed up, so perhaps this was part of the plan. Get us
Let's go.
unemployable from all of these tattoos.
I suppose, yeah.
What?
I mean, we didn't have to go through the pain of getting them, though, so that's like kind of cool.
Try being furry. Terrible.
Hero like opens up his
wear
mirror, looks down. I think I have enough.
You can't wear armor, you can wear clothes.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like Bo doesn't wear clothes.
Some of us have all the luck, and I like bounce my claws off Bo's shell.
I turn back into myself and go, you guys know I'm made out of rocks, right?
And I tell you all the time how much you rock. Shall we?
I
so.
hold out this stupid phrase jar.
I just
I put a gold piece in it.
I
A
whacked his
gold
shoulder.
piece.
My back is aromatic, so
Very
my
well.
front is moss. Like, what? Kira likes the moss, though.
Very comfortable. Pillowy.
Fun fact, the brand Mossy Oak was designed after Benlin.
Should I?
Mossy rock.
Do you think it would be helpful to just go ahead and cast a teleport?
But yeah, should we go? Should we?
I mean, how long of a jive is it? I've never been.
We're gonna have to
don't
investigate
know,
once we
you
get there. I mean, we definitely shouldn't walk if we can teleport. Why waste the time?
I mean, 10 minutes
For the
versus
adventure.
3+ days.
Also,
Okay,
we've
that was
never
a
been
good
to Baldur's Gate together.
No, only Bard.
We should definitely make time for dinner.
I would like that. There's this very cute place on what used to be the Rodel Torah.
What's it called? Is it the Blushing Mermaid?
Yes. They used to call it Hell's Kitchen, but for obvious reasons, they kind of
They changed it.
rebranded.
I looked up Baldur's Gate taverns and Blushing Mermaid came up, but I thought you had one in your head, so I was like, I'm gonna pitch to you. And then you looked at me blank. I was like, Blushing Mermaid.
Really sort of awesome.
DL, do you want to go get dinner in Baldur's Gate?
Elfsong is in Waterdeep, isn't it?
No, it's in Baldur's Gate.
Oh, we should eat
Yeah.
Elfsong instead.
Blushing Mermaid then?
So what are we doing? Are
We're
we
going to Baldur's Gate.
right? But are we teleporting or are we traveling?
We should teleport.
We're starting to tell
Yeah.
Wait. Shouldn't you get
So we can get there.
dressed? Shouldn't we get my armor?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, let me get my supplies.
You
I'm ready.
Don't put your armor.
I'll go and
Bo, I know you're always ready.
My griffin comes up and just sits next to me.
Cool.
Buckbeak. Oh no, that's an actual griffin.
Yes.
What is the name of your griffin?
Door.
Ew.
I know that was
We
I
don't
call him
say
Fight
that.
Good. No matter what
Fight
Hank
Good.
comes up, I call him Fight Good.
I've just adopted that. I don't know what his actual name is
I call
anymore.
him Fighty out of love. I can't tell if you like.
Call him Griffin.
Do I not
You're
have one?
When you
Could
walk
you
outside, to go get your gear or whatever, you notice you don't have a shadow. If you walk outside, you also notice you have no shadow.
Holy shit!
I'm gonna turn back and just like put my hand against the wall to see if it's solid.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab Paige and go, what am I missing? And wait till he figures it out.
How long does it take me to figure it out?
Why don't you go for it?
What?
Perception.
Okay. Perception.
Your best skill.
24.
Takes you 4 seconds.
You don't have a shadow. Why don't you have a shadow?
I don't know.
We should get ready.
Okay.
Shit.
I don't know what this means.
It means you cast a light everywhere you go.
Aww. Silly.
Carol helps me get into my armor. We're actually pretty good at doing it together now.
Lots of
I
practice.
bet you are.
Bo, do you have a moment of quiet repose waiting for everybody?
Yeah, I
to
do.
get ready? Okay, you also doze off, and you also have the dream.
Phenomenal.
And when you come back to, you notice scrawling across your shell, about 20%. There's this writing. Although I guess, how would you notice that when it's behind you?
Well, and also the shell's kind of like his clothes, so wouldn't it be like, I mean, he's naked, but...
Maybe like chest and shell.
Sure.
I fucking hate books. Why did I learn to read? It's pointless, and they all fuck us over.
Honestly, Bo, why did you
Work
dedicate...
at a library.
I was gonna say, why did you dedicate your life to a library? Is more the concern.
And
Is the
then
cape too much?
yes,
No.
Like it.
as Bo is cursing books, you realize you now speak another language.
I was like, Kirill would say to Bo in Sylvan, "Can you understand me?"
Yeah. What?
It's a wonderful language.
Skin.
I hope you weren't too attached to your shadow.
There's 72...
You don't have one either?
What are you all saying?
We don't have shadows, and we can all understand Sylvan.
Did you know there's 72 words for waterfall in Sylvan?
I did.
Starts listing off waterfall, 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 waterfall.
But they're all different kinds of waterfalls.
So it's stressing a different part of the word every time.
Waterfall.
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 Waterfall. Okay.
Waterfall. Paige is just like,
I feel like we're in immediate peril and not taking that as seriously as we
Yeah, Bo's like, we need to go.
Oh, Henry is absolutely not taking this seriously at all. She's like, I see no downside.
Paige is just getting annoyed that he can't understand half of what's going on.
I think we're so experienced at this point that we're like, we will eventually figure it out. You know what I mean?
I'm like, I feel like Henry missed all the freaky ones. Haven't fallen into a book. I haven't been haunted with my nightmares.
But the book's falling on you.
That's true. That's like the most terrifying thing that's happened.
Every time you start listing things you didn't get to do, we all collectively look at each other and don't say it, but like hum a few bars of Shemshimes.
I'm like, yeah, I don't know why you guys are so freaked out by books. And you guys are like, all like the flashbacks are going.
With all of our gear in hand, I will start drawing out the teleportation circle, having pulled out my little black book of teleportation circle codes and going to the Baldur's Gate chapter and using that so that we're not because otherwise we could end up somewhere not great. So
While he's drawing the circle, I'm looking for one of the other people that works there. Ask them to give a note that I wrote to Cal explaining we're leaving.
Okay.
I swapped them.
Cal.
They take that and promise to get it into the mail.
So I'm going to go into Baldur's Gate, and then I don't know what's happening from there.
Okay, folks, just a reminder.
Tellus messages you and goes, I heard that you are going to Baldur's Gate. This is excellent. And then he goes on a long explanation of why the things to check out at Baldur's Gate should you have time. And he goes, and just let me know if there's any
20 messages
anything I can help you with. Yeah.
Since message is only 25 words, it's just over and over and over. 1/4, 2/4, 3/6, 4/6.
I start repeating it all out loud just so everyone else has to hear it.
But what do you think about else?
Keep
And we have
themselves
to go
on
here.
separated.
And then we have to go here, and then this thing. That doesn't sound fun.
Bo, what is this?
Tellus is
Is this the curse?
it's one kind of curse, yes.
That is a great reader.
Carol, teleport us out of range.
I'm also cursed.
I can't respond to message, can I?
Yeah.
You can.
He has whatever the spell is where
Sending?
you can go back and forth. Yeah.
Okay. Then I tell them, okay, yeah,
Yeah, and remind Henry that the Scrivener's Tale will not go with you guys, so I will make sure to hold on to it when it reappears in my collection.
It won't go with us?
Yes, because of the magic on all the books in Candlekeep, they can't be removed.
We've removed so many books from Candlekeep.
I think you might want to
We
look
actually
at that.
haven't.
Oh no, I just meant like the Raven. There were never books that were owned by Candlekeep, but we've taken some with us.
We've taken
Maybe-
books from Candlekeep.
Maybe not the
before.
ones.
I don't think they're Candlekeep's books though.
Okay, well, this one is Candlekeep's book.
Yeah. Because it was the fake book for the Lotus one,
Yeah, that
and
was
then
a
the
fake.
Raven's journal we took with us. But again, that one wasn't a Candlekeep
You found that
book.
outside of
Yeah.
Candlekeep. Yeah. I've been saying to that, but anyway. Okay.
Maybe he can.
You teleport to Baldur's Gate.
Beauty didn't.
It's still early morning, so the streets are bustling. If it teleports you into a public place, there's probably a cleared area, right, so that nobody gets trampled.
Yeah, this one's to whatever the permanent teleportation circle would be there. wherever
Okay.
that would be.
Well, and also how teleport works is if you would have intermingled with somebody, you just shut next to them. So
Interesting.
there's no teleport accidents, really.
Okay. You were welcomed by the visitor center, by the missionaries that hang out by the teleportation circle for new people, and they try to convert you. And,
I'll take some tourism pamphlets.
yeah, definitely. Everybody wants you to visit the Elf Song, and
Hey, I
let you
will
know.
100% join your cult if you run down to the Elf Song and get me reservations for tonight. Okay, here's some coins.
I think our leader might be able to do that. I'll check with him.
You know what? Actually, never mind. I go to the next one. Could you run down to the Elf Song and make reservations for
We
tonight?
do not believe in
Okay. I
patronizing.
summon a raven. I was like, could you go make reservations for me at
time
Elf
that you've
Song?
been trying this, you could have just made reservations yourself.
I teach the raven. Just repeat Benlin, Curel, reservation. What time do you think? Early dinner, probably.
7 p.m.
7. And I send him off to get reservations for us.
Nice.
I find the nearest, not small child, but child, and go, hey, if you go make reservations at the Blushing Mermaid, I'll give you all the coins in my pocket.
How many coins are in your pocket?
Don't you want to find out?
Can
then
I jingle them?
I jingle my own pocket.
How many? Well,
At this point, Paige probably
performance
travels.
maybe? Well, I don't know.
It's not deception, if that makes any.
Please
Yeah,
tell me
I mean,
you're not
as
carrying
the
your whole
DM, how many coins do you have in your pocket? How much does it sound like?
I would say I probably travel with at least 10 to 15 gold. Like
Damn.
at this point.
Okay.
At this point, we make decent money.
Yeah, he sprints away upon hearing that.
Well, we have the rest of our money in the bags of holding.
Yeah.
We have a few of those, don't we? I know I picked one up recently because I was tired of carrying the jugs around.
Still platinum, I know that.
Guys, I'm rolling down. All right, what's next?
While they're doing that, Bo has started wandering off to figure out where the sky is.
Well, we have till 7 to do investigations on this.
Right,
Should we
Bo
split
has
up?
wandered off.
Okay.
I think Bo made that
Are you
choice.
talking to people, or are you? How are you trying to find him?
I'm going to look for City Guard.
Okay. It doesn't take you very long to find a couple of people who are just in the market center, kind of keeping the peace. Hello, sir.
Hey, from Candlekeep, we're trying to find some guy that I tell them his name.
Oh, Matchel Rillen. Yes.
Krillin. Trying to find this guy. He donated a book, and we have questions about it, and trying to figure out where he lives.
Oh, interesting. Well, Matchel Rillen has been dead for some 10 years now. His family has a home in the upper city. Yes, I think his niece, Yvandre, is the leader of the house now.
Okay. Can I just go?
Can you access the upper city? I think
Yeah.
so. You're able to move through there.
Do they have like an actual address, or like it's just I'm just looking?
They
for
give
this
you,
guy?
some basic instructions on how to get there.
Bo, you're not with me. I split off. Unless you followed me. You guys heard of something named Mashika lately?
That's a silly name. You know, the other day there were these rats, and normally you wouldn't notice rats, but they were doing a little dance together, and so a couple of the children were watching them, and we swear we heard some sort of whispering, but that's impossible. Rats can't speak. Isn't that funny? We have like little stories like that.
It's hilarious. Yeah, you should watch out for those rats. Thanks for the address.
I definitely will watch out for rats.
The Chicago of the Sword Coast is just so quaint.
And then go find other people from the group.
Okay.
So me and Kuro will team up for our investigation. I would like to offer a whole loaf of bread to a group of pigeons for information on Michelin star.
Oh, on like where to eat in the city.
No. The guy's name Michil.
Michil, really? Michelin star.
Sorry, I thought you were like asking like what
You're
restaurant.
asking the pigeons about
Pigeons and
a
rats.
specific
I don't know if I can trust rats anymore.
Kirill watching him do this going, do you think we should just ask the city guard?
Well, I don't know what the city guard would know, but maybe try and find some fancy lady and work your magic.
Sure. So I guess Benlin's gonna talk to pigeons, and I'm gonna see if I can find a fancy lady.
Yeah.
I'm also looking
the
for
pigeons
rats.
don't have any idea because they don't know people's names, I would say. So
Do we have a description? It seems like this guy that he was talking to would have given us a description.
well, like so Michil has been dead for many years, so
The pigeons might not
so
be
the
alive.
pigeons don't know that.
And then I also asked him about the rats and Mashika.
Well, they say that there was a huge wave of rats that went by recently in the past week or so. They were bloodthirsty.
But they don't know anything about Mashika's whereabouts by chance.
How can I roll to find a fancy lady, or are they just easy to find?
You're in the market, like you gravitate towards like the finer stalls and you kind
Some
of
silks.
are eyeballing. There's several options for you in terms of fine merchants. You see maybe one woman who's kind of following behind her handmaiden who's picking at things along the way.
If she ever stops to look at a piece of fabric or whatever, or like a book or whatever she stops to look at, I'm going to kind of step forward and compliment it. That would be such a good color with your complexion.
Oh, darling, I just don't know. There's so many merchants here. They have so many different wares that you just never know.
I'm going to hold up the one she was looking at to her face.
She's
A kind of purple fabric, and then I'll no, warm tones.
Where are you from? You have a good taste.
Waterdeep originally, but Candlekeep most recently.
Oh, Candlekeep. A place of learning.
Oh.
What use is that when you have money?
No, it's really just a leisure hobby of mine.
Oh, okay. You must get all the ladies with that.
Of course. You seem very connected here. A woman of your caliber, you must know everyone.
Again, with the good eye. Yes, well, we have been in Baldur's Gate for, what is it, Wendy? Oh, yes, about four years now. I do love it. I do love that the upper city is a little bit separated from the lower streets.
Oh, and Waterdeep just gets so mishmashed. I mean, there's no walls or gates or anything.
So dirty. Although I've been seeing rats more often these last couple of weeks, and I have made several complaints.
I think that's incredibly fair. You should not live in the upper city and be expected to interact with that.
As Benlin with his matching cloak to Kirill's is off to the side talking to Rat.
She pointedly looks at you.
I'm hoping to get my counterpart here out of the market as quickly as possible. So I was wondering if I might be able to ask you. We are looking for someone a little titled who's in the city, someone who might be running in some similar circles to your own.
Well, of course I know everyone.
Michelle Rellin? Does that name ring a bell?
Well, yes, the Rillen family is just a few streets lower than my country home. And I,
So you can look down on them
I
regularly.
feel like they've recently, I think they had a bit of a falling out, maybe half of a generation ago, but they've been trying to climb their way up. Yvonne, she's the head of the house. She's been doing her best. I believe her uncle was named Machill, and he was the reason they fell out of favor. Terrible business.
Candle.
It's so sad when someone just goes totally crazy in their old age and just throws their whole legacy away.
Would it be gauche? Or a little touristy? If we were to, sneak a peek at the estate.
I mean,
You have me curious now. Your tale's enthralling.
well, yes, I mean, Yvonne doesn't like to talk too much about it, but she might be willing to give you some details. She gives you some approximate directions to the home, and just stop by my home after, and then she gives you her address.
Absolutely love to.
What was your name? I'm so sorry. I didn't know. My name is Lady Puffy Van Krakenwagen. That's gonna be hard to remember.
Wait,
Of the Boston Van Krakenwagens.
who Boston just outside of Silvery Moon?
Yes. Love going up there.
Oh, the
Lady Puffy, then
well, lady.
Kraken. Wow.
Did they make their money in the medical field?
Is that what it means?
Certainly not. We do not get messy.
Is it an E or an O?
Both.
Well, Lady Van Krakenwagen, we will have to, of course, take you up on your kind offer of hospitality. It's just so lovely to meet somebody so refined and erudite in such a big, bustling city. You are a diamond in the rough.
I'm so glad we met. Destiny.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wendy.
Bedouin.
She has her and go, no, the lady is feeling very tired. We need to be going.
Lovely to meet you, Puffy.
Bye,
Did you
Doc.
find anything out?
Yes, we're going to go 3 up, 2 over.
Oh. Right.
What have you guys been doing?
I really want you guys to get the most information, but in the most just chaotic way possible.
That's how it would be.
We're connected via
We're not gonna
the
be able to
mind
together.
link. I would probably sneak off to the back of an alley and just climb up the tallest building I can find to perch and just
watch him
observe.
do that.
He's Assassin's Creeding Baldur's Gate.
That's what I'm. Yeah, literally in my.
He's unlocking the mini map.
He's doing that, and I'm under him going, "Are you done yet?"
It's his first time here. He has to hit all the vistas.
So I'm looking around and I'm trying to point out places of interest and telling Henry oh, okay, so over there someone just threw away a half-eaten cannoli. I don't understand. Never mind. What were we looking for again?
Blah blah.
Information?
Information.
On that
But
guy.
still, really.
Chill.
Also, the book didn't come with me, and I'm a little disappointed about that.
It happens. If we find it in Candlekeep, it's gonna stay in Candlekeep. However, the second it's on the outside of the gate, it's fair game.
60% of the book is written on you guys.
I still can't read what's written on you, but
But it looks
fine.
cool, doesn't it?
It'd be cool if I could read it, but
We could.
I could read it for you. And then you turn around. You turn around, and there is a wood elf male. He is standing where no one was standing previously. And so he says that. I can help you find it.
how did you get up here?
Magic. How did you get up here?
Analog.
Those can be handy.
My friend speaks Sylvan. It's okay, mister.
Maybe you could help me with something else then. And he starts kind of walking closer to you.
Are you or have you ever been associated with rats?
I don't think so.
Okay, good start. Then I'm gonna like take a step backwards. I think we're okay. I've got a job and I've got dinner reservations in an amount of time, so probably can't. And so I'm like finger gunning.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I think your dinner plans might be delayed. Roll initiative!
What the fuck?
I'm on the ground.
I'd like to point out that this is your fault.
You guys were taking too long.
Just them, I'm assuming.
Yes, and I wasn't planning to do this, but hell, why not?
17.
Should the rest of us go on a break? There's a great cafe down the street. I can smell the bread from here.
Dirty 20.
We're all still linked mentally, right?
Yeah,
But it's only a mile range, I thought.
it is only a mile.
We all were still like in the market area, I think, right?
So I probably would, I mean, obviously it's Helena's call, but I feel like I probably would have seen you guys go into the market and Bo going off and then telling Henry to like look in the little things and like.
But I mean, how much
I
ground
look
can
in
we
the
cover in
things.
6 seconds?
With my hands.
It seems
Not
like
enough to get back,
a
probably.
lot.
But we know.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
What
not
is
saying so
happening
that we're
over
gonna
there?
come back. I'm just saying like we've been exchanging information.
Oh, I assumed that we weren't exchanging information because we all found out information. So I feel
Did I see the window from the ground? Or
We've gotten cracking a wagon.
did I just see him being.
I don't think so. So I would say Paige was on the edge and he was like looking out and you could see him and then you kind of saw him turn around and then, I mean, maybe you're seeing him like do weird
I can see him,
finger
but
guns.
yeah. What were you doing?
Tail is very puffy if you're.
Yeah, I see the tail
Perception.
puffy. I'm like,
If you have 29 passive perception, you would notice that my tail is poofed.
I do.
So he cast suggestion on you. And so go ahead and give me a save. It
I
is
think as a psychic
wisdom saving
rogue,
throw.
he would be particularly good at that.
14.
All of his
Okay.
yeah.
So he casts that on you. You feel your mind kind of seep blank for a second, and
More so than normal?
sure, more so than normal. Take me to the book. And so now on your next turn, you must do everything you can to complete that.
Okay.
So now it is your turn.
It's my turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now you must take him to the book.
So canonically speaking, does it make sense then that in the mental chat, I am just being radio silent?
Yes, I think that you would not be able to do that. We can say that your mental connection with Emery's still up. If you say anything, she'll hear it. And maybe what you hear now, Emery, is I must take him to the book.
why?
How do you fulfill that? Do you take him to Emery?
I think
Henry doesn't have
my
a book, though.
my
He has
interpretation of
20%
that,
of it.
and my interpretation of that as Paige would be to get off the building and then just walk back to the teleportation circle.
Okay.
Just but like casually roll back to it.
Okay, so you climb down, he flies down to follow you.
Oh, wait, whoa.
30 feet per second, so my climbing speed is 30 feet. However, the tall the building is my turn is.
And I would say they're working on coming down when it's your turn. So now you're seeing Paige kind of woodenly leading this wood elf person somewhere.
What are you doing?
Now, okay, so suggestion, let's see, how long does this last? It's one action. So now if we go back to the top of the round, it's his turn again.
You have to cast it.
What are you saying? Something?
Well, how?
It's concentration up to 8 hours.
Oh, okay.
And it takes one action to cast.
So how close are they coming down together? Like, how far away are they distance-wise from each other?
So, Paige's first, on his turn, after he gets suggestion, he goes his full walking speed towards the transportation circle. So, depending on how high this building was, they're probably approaching the bottom of the.
But they're like right next to each other. There's not much of a distance gap.
The wood elf is flying nearby, and so he's just kind of, I guess maybe he's 10 feet away from Paige flying, and as Paige climbs down, he's like flying.
If I Eldritch Blast the elf, am I going to hit Paige? I think is the question here.
I mean,
I think it depends on what your roll is.
I guess so.
I mean, if he's 10 feet away from Paige, that's a pretty. I mean, you'd have to miss real bad.
That's true.
I mean, if it's like a normal attack, you're just attacking him.
Yeah.
If there's no miss.
Yeah, I'm going to try to Eldritch Blast him out of the sky.
Okay, go ahead and roll for that.
Something seems
Now-
off, so...
Would Emery and the rest of us, like, and this is just a world question, would we know not to get into fights in the streets of Baldur's Gate? Because, like, wouldn't that, like, get us in trouble with the guards, or is that not an issue? Like, that's what I'm trying to wrap my head.
I mean, I think that it's going to be, like, with any conflict, it would be investigated, like, who started this and for what purpose. So, you know, especially with you guys being newcomers, I think what would most likely would be to happen would you'd be ejected from the city if, like, you were starting something.
Kirill's been here several times.
He might have a reputation where he would not be necessarily.
That's why I'm just trying to knock him out of the sky for now. It's not
No, I'm
too aggressive.
I'm not saying what you should or
yeah,
shouldn't
no.
do. I just
It's a
like,
good question,
certain
though.
DMs
Yeah.
have different, like some DMs like have anime rules where you can get in a fight in a city and there's no consequences,
Yeah.
and some DMs are like the guards immediately get involved. So that's why I was asking.
No, that's a good question. Well, that's why I was saying. That's why I chose it, because I wasn't sure. But then you actually asked. I was just like, I don't know. We'll just go with it. I'm still gonna try to, with all three of the beams, try to blast him out of the sky.
Okay. Roll away.
So, for the first one, oh, it's a +9. Yeah, 17 + 9. Does it hit?
Yeah.
The first one hits. Does a 14 hit?
Yes. No, a 14.
So the second one doesn't hit. The first one hits, and then that one's cocked. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so 2 of them hit. Those are D10s, right? Okay, so one of them does 6 damage and the other one does 3 damage.
Okay. 6 and 3.
Concentration check.
You would have to.
Okay.
Do you have agonizing blast?
That concentration, which is what?
It's just
do I-
it's a Constitution saving
Oh, is
throw.
it con? Okay.
And he has to get 10 or higher.
So he loses his concentration on suggestion. It is now hit. You're done with your turn? Okay. So it's his turn, and he despairs. You are out of combat.
What?
Who was that?
Who was that?
You were on the roof with him.
And then just hollering in the mental chat room, Dark Wood Elf! Dark Wood Elf!
Right next
Wait,
to you.
I'm sorry. Like a drow or like a drow that lives in the.
wood
Did you
elf.
give me Drizzt?
God, I wish! No, Wood Elf told me to take him to the book. When I came to, I was climbing down the side of a building and he was floating. Henry took care of it. Did he die?
I blasted him. I don't know what happened to him though.
Is he dead or not?
I don't see him.
No,
I don't think so. He disappeared.
I looked down. Is there any blood or anything on the ground? There's no signs of him. I think he just disappeared away. What is that? Humid step? Moisty step?
Misty.
Misty step. That would make sense.
Why don't we meet at the fountain? Me and Kirill are close by.
Yeah, we should probably join up.
Okay. Is there a
If we're ever going to have a chance of making these reservations.
stack of hay anywhere or like carts of fabric or anything on the ground anywhere that I can jump into?
You're already on the ground.
No, I was on the building.
He wants to
There
do the
is
thing.
an awning, yes, that you can drop down onto if you
I would
like.
like to do
Go
that.
ahead and roll me. What is that, acro or athletics?
The way you're trying to do it, probably acro.
26.
All right, you land in a beautiful what pose would you like to land?
I would like to, as I dive, just like whew, out and then flip and land on my back and like pop up
On your back. Oh, on the
awning.
Okay, that's very
And
nice.
then pop up.
Okay, I'm sorry. Puffy von Krakenwagen would think that you are riffraff. Street rat.
Scoundrel.
I don't mind.
I take my tail and I all the puppy fur back into line.
But he's still rather tasty.
He's still
Pretty cat. No offense.
Someone else is after the book.
We should go 3 blocks up and 2 blocks over.
You want to go to Puffy's house?
No, she's 6 blocks up and 4 blocks over.
What, Puffy?
Puffy von Krakenwagen. It's Kiro's new best friend.
Oh,
She's awful, and I love her.
cute. All right.
Your new best friend?
Where are we in the city?
And this is Jonah, and I point to a pigeon
So
on my
I guess you're
shoulder.
in the main, area of markets and commerce. And then the noble's home is in the upper city, which I'm assuming is residential fancy homes.
Country club.
I know Waterdeep's better than Baldur's
It's-
Gate.
I have a map
Sam
of Baldur's
Hughes.
Gate. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, okay.
Fancy
It's not super important to be tied to
Okay.
the map as far as I am aware. Sorry if that makes,
No, I'm
makes your
curious.
experience better. I get that, but
Because I'm also just like looking. So you guys are going to Elfsong Tavern,
Later.
Well, later.
and then you're going where? The Mermaid.
The Blushing Mermaid.
It might be in one of the video games.
I'm just curious.
Probably in the dock.
you guys all together again?
Yeah.
I believe so.
The 4 of us are.
Which
I don't think we've got a vote yet.
it wraps around.
Oh, are you back?
Although we're going to the same
Yeah,
place.
I would go find them.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. So it's like, midday. You guys have just been attacked once.
I very forcefully inspect Paige for wounds of any kind.
No writing either.
Still? Man.
I mean,
What happened before you got yours?
I don't know. I took a nap while I was waiting for you guys, and then I woke up, and then I was.
Did you have the dream?
Did I have a dream? Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the
Trident and the
Thing,
3 crowns.
crowns and yeah.
Help
Yeah.
me.
It actually sounds more like a boar spear by the way you described it.
Well, there was 3 heads on it.
Yeah, like the cross guard and the top one. That's a boar spear.
There's, yes. I guess there weren't spikies on the sides.
You just gotta take a little nap.
This is
Which-
hardly the place.
That sounds like a bad idea. It sounds like me and Paige should avoid napping.
Well, but he's the only one that can't read Sylvan, and this would solve that problem.
Quick.
We're all in this together.
Okay, now that 3 of us have seen this as we're walking towards the house, we are moving.
Yes.
Which of the 3 crowns were you going to take?
Oh, we should take none of the crowns, girl.
Which
No.
one was
We woke up before it was a
gold
thing, but I'm
emerald
just
one?
curious.
a silver one.
and an adamantine.
Yep.
I don't that adamantine one personally. Yeah, just like the way it looked.
Henry, the fanciest looking one.
It definitely would have been the one with the emerald, yeah.
I was going with silver, so
I was gonna say, it's better for your
One
skin
for
tone.
each of
Yeah.
us.
I'm much more of a winter.
Don't take enough. There's not enough crowns.
But again, we should not take any of the crowns. Henry, we should not take any of the crowns.
But I wanted to, and I woke up before I could. So really, I got to take another nap and try again.
Bo doesn't even wear a helm. He wouldn't be able to wear the adamantine one.
Yeah.
I'm wearing it. Just being all small.
If it's a magic crown, it'll probably.
Yeah.
It would look
Shit.
smashing.
Why you gotta bring up my size?
I just meant it
Carol.
looked like it was meant to be worn over a helm.
He makes one new best friend, and now I don't even know him.
Yeah.
Okay,
Puffy was really great. I really liked Puffy.
I'm very much imagining
She sounds bougie.
Jennifer
bitchy.
with 2 Ys.
Nice.
She's the worst person I ever met. I want to travel the world with her.
Is it Jennifer?
Oh my god.
Jennifer. She used to be Jennifer.
I love her so much. I wish she was in more of that show.
Okay, so you guys are making your way to
Downtown.
Really?
Walking
Fast.
Face past. We're not homebound yet.
We're making our yes to
We're
the relative.
Machilla's
We are
homebound.
bound for a home.
We're Machilla homebound.
We're housebound.
And lost.
I'm sorry, Lita.
It's all good. I'm a little bit all over the place myself, so. Okay, so you get to the Rillen estate. You are greeted at the front door by the butler. Hello, how may I help you? Your midriff and your neck, are they exposed at this time?
I am wearing a high collar, like kind of in my character photo, but it would be probably partially exposed, like where the collar meets.
Okay.
I'd have my cloak of protection on, but I would still,
I feel like
It'd be
Henry
pretty
edited her clothes to make it more prominent.
that wouldn't be too far off. I think it's kind of cool, so I wouldn't necessarily be hiding it.
My sleeves are down. I'm wearing long pants in case it starts to manifest anywhere else.
Yeah, you're
And then
like
both
gonna cover up, and I'm like,
I'm exposed.
You got it down.
it's bikini weather now.
That's hello. Can I help you? I am the butler of the home.
Yes. Lovely to meet you. We have been sent as emissaries of Candlekeep to discuss a book that your former patriarch donated to the library.
In the mental conversation, I'm going to ask, are we actually here officially, or are we just here to get rid of the curse? I can't remember.
We're here officially.
Talon said
Oh,
we
okay.
should go.
It's a little of A, a little of B.
Bo was the only one who talked to somebody with the keep, so I wasn't sure if we were getting paid for this.
I don't know if we're getting paid.
I always knew this would come.
Guys, hush up. He looks haunted.
Mitchell had to deal with this affliction. And I fear it was what ultimately killed him.
Ah, shit.
Fucking knew it.
I'm sorry to hear that you've all befallen this.
How did he die? If you don't mind us asking. Rest in peace, of course, sir.
Well, he was killed
Oh.
by a group of people. However, he was left vulnerable because of that book. He promised that he was going to make sure Candlekeep would keep it safe. It is heavy on my heart that he was not successful.
I found it on the ground, so I can't imagine they did a great job.
Well,
What I
In
keep saying.
the mental conversations, guys, can we not just keep that stuff to the mental conversation?
I just found out I was gonna die because Candlekeep couldn't keep a book on a shelf. So like,
to be fair, a lot of these books are very tricky, and we put no blame towards the Berlin family or to Mitchell himself, but we will require entry and perhaps further evidence of what was found by your household's investigation.
Yes, I think my mistress will definitely want to speak with you all.
Yvonne, is it?
Evan, yes.
Fantastic.
She has been the head of the Rillen family since Mitchell's passing, and she's done great things after all the after all the damage he did.
That's what we have heard around town, how Yvonne is truly reconciling the Berlin name.
Excellent.
Keep meditating.
Yeah. Let's go ahead. He leads you in, sets you up with some refreshments, and promises to bring the event to you as soon as possible. We'll go ahead and take a break. Hello, and welcome back. We return. Okay, so you guys have just been welcomed into the home of Yvand Rillen. You're seated in the study. About a half hour passes, and then Yvand walks in. She is a tall human with black skin, and she is missing one arm. She walks with a very regal stature. She formally greets you all in whatever the style of Baldur's Gate noble greetings is. Introduces herself. How can I help you?
Well, as I believe you may know from your steward, the book's consequences have made their way, unfortunately, to Candlekeep. So we have been sent to gather as much information as we can to try and help mitigate further damage.
Yes, this is just like my uncle, I'm still cleaning up his messes. And I do not take any responsibility, but I also extend my apologies for the predicament that you find yourselves in now. Sorry. What I can tell you, yes, is my uncle was under this affliction. It caused writing on the skin and elevated symptoms until he was turned into a block of stone.
Elevated what?
I thought he was killed.
So the stone form was not permanent. It would return over a period of time. He would turn stone, and then he would resume his form, and then the cycle would go again.
Henry, was that in the book?
The book is just about the story about the princess.
I thought maybe the
Nothing
princess
about
turns to stone or something. That's why I was asking.
Oh, okay.
No, nothing about that.
He spent nearly our house's entire fortune on a wish spell to remove himself of this affliction. And that did work. But then shortly after that, he was killed. And I believe it was people calling in debts, perhaps because, again, he was not careful with the money.
So this thing didn't kill him. People unrelated did.
Yes, I don't know what their motives are, but
So
Wish spells
probably
aren't
not.
cheap.
they were not caught.
Do you have any names or leads on who would have wanted to cause harm to your uncle?
No one was ever found in association with it. He had many debts out to different people, but it's hard to say if who specifically ended his life.
So what you're saying is it took a wish spell to cure him? That's how he did it?
That is ultimately the only thing that worked.
3 wish spells is going to be really pricey. Maybe we could sell the platinum line?
I mean, it's going to have to be 5 because you and Paige are eventually going to have to sleep.
So
I think we could
the,
just not do that.
I don't want to say curse, but the book didn't kill him. Other things outside the book did. So in theory, we're fine. We're just going to turn into stone for a little bit and then be okay again and then turn into stone a little bit. I mean, you're stone all the time.
Yes, Henry, that sounds fine.
I don't want Kirill to turn
But
to
we're
stone.
not gonna die. I'm just saying, I hear wish spells are expensive. And
They are
we don't have
incredibly
that much money.
And do you know how this book came into your family's ownership?
Well, my uncle was an adventurer. He did seek forgotten realms. There were ruins. There were ruins in the town of Delimbrian that he found the book there. And ruins of, it was like an underground vault, I believe, that he found.
Delimbrian?
Delimbrian, yes.
Kirill, do you know what that is?
Can I roll like history or something to get? I don't know which would be better.
History.
History of them.
Do well.
15.
Delimbrian has, yes, is ruins, and it's near the town of Daggerford, which is a contemporary town. About a day's journey, from Daggerford, and yeah, but as far as you know, it's ruins, yeah.
We can even teleport to Daggerford, actually.
We could. Did your uncle have any notes on his excavations or journeys?
We have had to sell many of things that, anything that he had of value, but yes, there's a whole room in this house dedicated to his old journals and frivolous adventure tokens. You're welcome to look through it if you want to attempt that.
That's greatly appreciated.
Do you know if you and Henry want to go get started on that, we can continue talking with the lady.
Yeah.
Taggart. So she,
Henry with you.
Bitch. I'm gonna steal the thing.
As long as it's
Say
out
that
of
out loud.
this shit.
she calls the butler. The butler escorts you guys to that room.
Paige, do you want to go with him?
Should I?
Mentally, watch the fuck out of Henry.
And then to you in the mental, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I can tag with them. Let me know if you need a hand with anything.
Taggart, you stay in the room with them. Yes, sir. So he's
In the mental chat room, I would like to remind everybody that the story took place in the Feywild. I'm from the Feywild, and be nice to me.
Anyway, my lady, what was the? Is it a lady or is it a man?
like,
Okay, my lady, what was the timeline on the affliction of your uncle? Like, how long before he turned to stone?
so he recovered the book, the ruins, and then started seeing the writing within a week of obtaining the book. I wasn't around, so I don't know
No, of
exact
course.
days. And then it was within a couple weeks that he was frantic and, frantic and trying to find a cure. Again, that's when he started traveling even more, going to different cities, trying to come up with some sort of...
So it's not like a 3-day and then you're stone kind of situation.
Right. I think it took some weeks.
Okay, so if we had dinner reservations, we could stay.
A day, right?
Oh, I hope they're at the Elf Song. They have an excellent lamb.
Yes, I was actually wondering, do you know anyone at the Elf Song? Because I was hoping to set something up before we got there. If you could send like a message boy. I only have ravens.
Well, my...
So casual.
I think my neighbor's son works there. Yes. Maybe he's working today. I can send him some instructions.
Of course. And then I just like write out the instructions and...
Okay.
Sorry, this is very important to me and also saving the world, but I'm pretty sure they're going to find that in the study.
You're here to save the world and also have dinner. Yes.
Oh, a very special dinner.
Dinners can be very special. Okay, we will go to you guys. You go into the room. Oh, I think I have a written description. Let me grab that.
As we're walking, I'd like to ask Pan if he's heard of people turning into stone after hearing this story, or if that's new.
Turning to stone. Yes, I do believe that was something our previous master did have to deal with.
Can it be reversed?
It was never seemed to be permanent because he was able to return to his form. Maybe it was just at night.
I think there's a miscommunication.
Oh yeah, I'm asking Pan.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
He was the one that like told the story to me
Okay.
originally. I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't pay attention.
Okay. So I'm sorry. Ask me. Again.
If whenever anyone connected to the story, if they ever turned into stone, like
Oh,
in
okay.
real life, like if that was a thing that happened then, and if there was any way to change it.
Well, babe, I think this is like all from
There we go.
like this is like from so many years ago.
Yeah.
Like that Delimbrian place, they fell like 1,000 years ago. That's hard to keep track. Oh, I met this really foxy lady then, though. I think maybe I need to hit her up. Did you
You're
know
no
something else?
I'm gonna turn to stone, and you don't even care. It's fine. I'll be fine after I turn to stone. I
Great
guess.
centerpiece for parties.
If we take turns.
Yeah. It won't be permanent. Maybe.
From what I hear, not permanent, but like kind of like
Sounds uncomfortable though.
Yeah. Do we ever ask how long it takes to not turn into stone?
We got a roundabout answer. Like it takes at least a week or two.
No, I mean like once you turn into stone and then you turn back and then you turn into stone and you turn
I
back.
think
Do we
they're
figure out how much time there is between them?
I think they were confused with whether or not it was like. I think they were confused with the timeline. It sounds like.
Yeah, nobody
Okay.
knows the exact timeline because he was traveling a lot,
Oh, okay.
frantically
So he
trying
would
to-
turn into stone
And like
then come
actively
back.
trying things to
and
try to
no one
fix
was
it.
really- Okay.
His name is
Taggart,
Taggart.
I guess.
I wave off Pan and start focusing on this.
Taggart, what is your opinion on the Van Kraken wagons?
Oh, they are new money in this area, but very entitled. Very entitled on that young miss.
But I gathered.
I feel like she's crafty, though.
Yes.
There may be some greatness in that family line.
Future Duchess of
Some great
No.
richness.
Baldur's Gate
Oh.
and Kraken Wagon.
That's going to be way too much to correct all the stationery with that long name.
No.
Okay, so he leads you into this kind of back room area. This dusty chamber is crammed with stacks of old books, barrels of broken tools and weapons, unmarked crates, and shelves of bric-a-brac. The grimy windows barely allow a view of the city beyond.
I start digging through some cool stuff. Probably broken weapons. I would start there.
Okay.
Can I start investigating the journals to try and find what he found in the book?
Yes, go ahead. Both of you give me some investigation.
This is why we
You
make a
should
good
help
team.
somebody.
You're like, Pan doesn't care about me. I'm going to turn to stone. Oh, weapons!
Literally.
Taggart does stay in the room to kind of watch.
I would like to help Kirill, as I know how Kirill likes his ideas bounced off of somebody else.
Yes, and you're a very helpful couple of hands as he tries to organize
Tossing
papers.
stuff.
I just want to say, I inadvertently created Batman because a very gay, very foppish Batman. Because my initial roll was going to be a 2 before Paige helped me, and that still would have been a 14.
Wow.
So now I rolled an 18, and that's a 30 because my investigation's way up there.
Incredible.
Because, you need this stuff. Okay.
I rolled a
plus 14?
17, so
It's a plus 12.
it's pretty mediocre, I guess.
Well,
My investi-
everything is broken, unfortunately, in the
My
weapons
perception is
department.
Nah.
All right, so Kirill sets to work. He has Paige use his claws to stick various notes and different passages in an organizational matrix that he
Paige
understands.
also has telekinesis, so he can hold several more of his brain.
Notes
by-
here, books here.
My organizational matrix, it's like, okay, now column view. Okay, now I need this reverse alphabetical.
Like one of those things where they're all like hanging from the ceiling, but
Yeah.
it's just like telekinetically up there.
He's like Tony Stark, but with mind powers, and he
Yeah.
just like move documents.
I let Kirill do it, but as he like grabs something and moves it over here, I just do it for him.
You're my processor.
You're his Friday.
You're Clippy.
You are so much better than Clippy. All right, you find several very interesting pieces of documents. Number 1, a vellum map labeled Delimbrian and Environs. It shows a few locations in the above-ground ruins of a city. A note slapped on that map, written in the very familiar Elvish script of the Scrivener's Tale, identifies one site as the Haven of the Red Quill. You find a folio torn from an unknown tome detailing the history of Delimbrian and Falorm. Falorm was also called the Realm of Three Crowns, but it was a very old kingdom in the north, and when they fell, the kingdom of Delimbrian rose up after it. There is a little note written by Michel himself. The note talks about an adventurer seeking the Shadow Glass, which was supposed to be like an awesome treasure.
And his handwriting is different than this elven script.
Correct. So yeah, we have the Elvish script of the Scrivener, and then we've got Michel, who was the one who found the book in the ruins.
Okay.
Within a stack of old bills marked past due, you find an unsent letter written by Michel. It reads, "To my family, forgive me the vanity that took me from you, and must soon claim my life or soul. You know how ambition corrupted my love for you. I pray that someone avenges the evils done by Nintra Siata, Princess of the Shadow Glass, Lady of Dread Omens, Seeker of the Three Crowns. But spend not your own lives against it. The Scrivener bound her in his haven, and only there can I be free of her. But it is too late for me." That's the end of that. And then finally, a piece of parchment that's just rotted and crumbling as you try to handle it. It reads in Michelle's handwriting again. Stairs among the surface ruins of Delimbrian and descended deep to the haven of the Red Quill. The Guardians almost finished us before the door was open. Gods, how I wish. That's all you can see. Treasure trove.
Say with eidetic memory, I will commit all of that.
Excellent.
But no, I will.
So handy.
In actuality, I'll just take a little notebook out and write down absolutely everything that I've seen there,
Smart hands.
as well as like rolling up the map very carefully and placing it in the bag of holding. And I'll leave notes of everything that was borrowed to say like this, this map, roughly this size of this place with this writing, put that where it was found. Do the same thing with the other letters. You said the one that was from him was unwritten, or was unopened rather?
Right, it was unsent. Like that was going to go to his family, but obviously he didn't send it because it's in his things.
Taggart,
Yes.
would you give this to a lady?
Yes, thank you, I will.
I think that we have perhaps all we can gather here as the next stop is that of the Scrivener.
Is it time for dinner?
We must set out tonight.
Find out who the Scrivener was.
No, but I think where he is or she is,
Very cool. All right.
they are.
Let's go. All of these weapons are broken. That's what I found out.
Paige is looking at all of it and he's like, where's the Scrivener?
In the keep of the Red Quill.
Keep as a red quill. Okay, where's that?
Down the stairs from the surface of Denumbrian.
This is a physical
Okay,
weapon?
so is that...
To the north, outside of Daggerford.
6 streets up, 3 streets over?
Several magnitudes, but yes.
Daggerfoot. Weren't we there already?
Yes.
Drops everything. Oh, okay.
It's outside of Daggerford, though.
Okay. We leave tomorrow morning?
I suppose so. I'll need to rest before I can teleport us again.
Okay. Good. Oh, sorry. I'll start picking up everything.
You guys say farewell to Yvand. She lets you borrow the items that you kind of picked out. And after reading the note that Taggart gave her, she does look a little, humbled for a second, but then she kind of shakes herself, steels herself, puts that away, and bids you all farewell, I guess.
It was lovely to meet you, Yvonne.
That took a little while, so now it's moving towards your reservation. So I guess you guys will kind of make your way back into the city proper. And you guys are going to Elfsong, and you guys are going to
We have a
Mermaid.
reservation.
If we get there
Yeah.
early, we'd have time to change.
Fair.
I don't want to wear my armor to dinner.
No, absolutely not. I mean, we've just been seen. The neighborhood of Buffy von Krakenwagen. And Kirill says that out loud to Bedlin in obvious mocking of Miss Van Krakenwagen.
Uh-oh, falling behind. Where are we going?
Elfsong Tavern. Where
Okay.
are you going?
Oh, are we all going to Elf?
Yeah.
All going?
I thought you guys had
The
dinner
Blushing Mermaid?
reservations at the
We
Blushing
did, but
Mermaid.
like if you guys wanted us to go to Elf Song with you, then...
Oh, no, I think
No reason not to.
Should we? I used to have a friend that worked there. I don't think he works there anymore, but
no, that's fine. I mean, we might as well get tavern rooms at the same place, so we're all in the same area. That
makes sense.
You did?
we did... Okay, so we're all staying at the Elf Song?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I insight Benlin as he's acting really funny and not finishing a single sentence? And if Benlin does anything, it's finish his sentences.
Yeah, let's contest these roles.
I'm paying to upgrade the room because if I'm turning to stone in a week, I want at least a nice bed tonight.
I got a 10.
Would that be deception or performance on my part?
I don't know.
You're doing deception. Well, performance, yeah, because
I do
you're
the
just
same
kind of trying
role.
to act like you're normal.
14?
Yeah, you. I got a 10.
Everything's fine.
Everything is a-okay.
I mean,
It's just bad that you're missing out on your reservations that you went to so much trouble.
I did pay gold for those reservations, huh? Okay.
15.
15. I thought I paid 10, and I kind of pat my So, Blushing Mermaid?
I'm cool with wherever.
Oh, you got plans?
I'll have food for Vicod, right?
I mean, it's a tavern.
I don't
Yeah,
think
okay,
so.
cool.
I think you should maybe go someplace in the lower ward.
What's that supposed to mean, Benlin?
Well, just for food.
But it's a specialized creature. I mean,
Okay, fine. But we only got a table for two.
Bo, you wanna?
I can stand.
I don't-
I don't know. I mean,
I don't think they let five good in the dining room.
no,
I
I'm saying
think for
outside.
Bo. The elf song has such delicate chairs, you know.
What are you saying, Benlin?
That you're 500 pounds of turtle.
Okay. I'm gonna use that.
You don't want me there, Benlin.
No,
I
no,
can
of
take
course
it.
I want you there. No, but
Alright.
stop. Just maybe sit at the bar. That's all I'm asking.
I'm
Very
going
defensive
to.
this evening.
I'm going
Can
to
we just get to the elf song?
Dinner, goddammit.
make an executive decision and say that I've spent the most time around Benlin for years. Bo, you wanna go to the?
Not really.
Okay.
Somebody's getting the hungry cranks.
That's it, exactly. I also want to get out of my, 45 pounds of armor. That would be nice.
So check into the rooms first, and then Henry and I will stave off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you guys saying you wanted to stay at the elf song as well?
Yeah, they have rooms.
Okay.
65 pounds of armor. Sorry. Incorrect.
As you're
Weren't dramatic
moving
enough.
towards it, Tellus sends you another message saying that he procured you all rooms at the elf song. Begrudgingly, because even though he said it was overrated.
This is the guy back from Candlekeep, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we have rooms already at the
Wonderful.
song.
Oh, great.
Cool beans.
Yeah,
am
I
going
just told
to-
you you have rooms because I got you rooms.
I am going
I'm
to see.
not talking to you.
I am still going to see about paying for an upgrade.
That's probably a good idea. Knowing Candlekeep, they probably got the cheap rooms. Which I get. They gotta watch their bottom line.
Okay, they have to watch their bottom line about as much as
So when we get to the elf song,
Random Good Deity Church.
out of my bag of holding, I would like to remove the brocade outfit that Naya helped me pick out that would match like Kirill's aesthetic.
You're in the room
Yeah.
picking this out? Okay. Excellent. Yes, you have it stayed perfectly pressed and it's in your bag of holding.
How much would it have cost to get the nicest? I just want the nicest room. I may
Oh
die.
my. Well,
I may die.
I would say it's 15 platinum, probably. Most expensive room.
I got way more than
You got
that.
the presidential suite.
The presidential suite at the Venetian.
It does
You got
have
the
a
matron mother
jacuzzi
suite.
in the room, though, so it's pretty
Little
nice.
fire
I paid
elemental
for it.
underneath it.
I took it out of my wallet for this.
Yeah,
There's only two.
there's only two. I upgraded to the other one. Sorry, guys.
Hey, Henry,
Yeah.
you got room to when you. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a
Just
hot tub.
plonks to his room. No, it's a bed. I don't get it.
You have a perfectly nice room. It's still very nice.
I feel
It's a
it.
very nice place.
We've established Bo travels a lot, so he's used to sleeping on the road, so I don't give a shit.
They do have specialized beds that they prep based on everybody's size, so it is the perfect size for you.
I don't see anything.
Okay, so you guys get settled in, and you, when it is about time for your guys' reservation, you hear a soft knock at the door. It is one of the elf song maitre d's. They're there to escort you to your table for the evening.
Kirill, what color are you wearing?
Jade.
Jade.
What color am I wearing? Maybe something in
Lapis.
purple.
Yeah, maybe a more a soft stony green to kind of complement the moss and the.
Like a malachite.
I touch your boutonniere and use druidcraft to grow a flower where your boutonniere would go in a flower that you like.
Thank you, stargazer lilies.
Shall we?
They offer you flutes of champagne as you walk towards You guys take a private side hallway into a private room in the back of the elf song.
The three of us?
It's on a bit of a...
Yeah, am I following?
He looks at you. He's like, I'm so sorry, sir. I do not have a third glass, but I will make sure to take care of you as soon as we get to your table. And then he
Yes, it is.
he puts his head up here like he's messaging somebody that they need to get a bigger chair. So they lead you in. It's a bit of a private balcony room, and it's beautiful enchanted light filters in. There's a small dais on that balcony area where a small little band is playing. And there's just the one table for the two of you, but there's people already setting up third place setting for above.
Yes.
Okay, we haven't tried the food yet, but as far as overrated, I'm just saying, this is gorgeous.
I'm glad you like it.
You guys get seated, you get more drinks flowing. At the end of one of the band's song, the violinist approaches you. I'm so sorry to interrupt your meal, but I just had to meet you. Carol Loreweaver, I'm such a fan. My name is...
Patrick.
Patrick. My name is Patrick Dumbaroo. What? Almost same.
Is that the Boston Dumballoons?
No, it's the Jersey Dumballoons.
I'm choking.
And Dumballoons?
Yes, the thing. Oh no.
Patrick, it's lovely to meet you as well. I have to say that the accompaniment this evening has really been top notch. I mean, honestly, paired to the mood impeccably, I could not have requested a better performance.
Excellent. Well, I wouldn't want to interrupt you now, but maybe at the end of the meal or sometime we would
Now's
love
good.
We would love if you could now, at this moment, sing a song with us.
Oh.
We have a special song that we've picked out just for you, and we would love if you sing.
Did one of you? Is this going to be
What?
the orc and the elven princess?
Sure hope not.
Oh my gosh.
That would be so hilarious. I
Carol
would never.
standing up to follow Patrick and doing the whole like, you're gonna make me sing. No, don't make me sing.
Please, everyone, let us hear it for Carol Loreweaver. He's going to grace us with a performance, and he tries to get everybody to clap for you.
Slide the loot that I carry with me everywhere.
Mental chat room to Paige. Can you guys hear right now? Can you, if I'm listening and I'm thinking really hard about what's happening, can you guys hear what's?
Paint us the picture.
Oh, Carol's gonna perform.
Oh, okay.
But
During
I guess I'll sing it for you as he sings. Excellent.
We'll say you guys are
There's an
walking to the Blushing Mermaid when this is going on, so maybe you kind of step to the side to listen / I don't know.
I've actually been working on a new piece, if you'd humor me.
I think you should play the one they want to do.
Oh, all right.
I
Don't
would
be rude,
never
Carol.
think to do, but I feel like you are going to want to sing this one.
All right.
So they give you the music and the lyrics. Tell us, what is this song about?
So as the song begins, it's kind of like a slow, plunky song about a young minstrel who goes to this wooded glen every day and sits upon his favorite stone and sings love ballads into the woods. And as he gets older in life and he's had his adventures and he's had his loves, one day he is singing a song specifically to the stone about all the years that they have sang together. And upon the stone is a gold ring. And then as you sing that line and look up, Benlin is kneeling on one knee, holding a ring out.
And the violinist is holding the note.
I don't know.
Would you like to roll a performance to tell us how your song was going up until this moment?
Yes. Pretty well. It was all pretty
People
well.
are enraptured, and then
22?
it is as if It is as if everyone holds their breath in this restaurant while Benlin presents that shiny rock to you.
It's a ring.
What is our ring?
Well, the diamond is what I guess I would say. Diamond is just a fancy rock.
Carol will cast invisibility.
Just on himself?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, this is what we expected. Yay! So the band tries to like get everyone's attention away from you too. And
Mental shadow. Oh shit!
I am going to. I don't know if it would be an acrobatics or a sleight of hand or what, but I'm going to try and just snag the ring as I slip away.
okay, so you want Benlin to not notice that you've taken it?
I mean, it's in his hand, so I'm assuming he's going to notice that it's gone, but I would like it to just kind of vanish.
So dexterity, maybe. Just snatch it from him, I guess. Are you going to try to stop him? Well, I guess you can see it coming. But if you felt something grabbing it.
I don't know.
Okay.
Nope, I do not.
You go to grab it and like I kind of like just like grip it real hard and like kind of stand up.
And I will just slip back to the room.
Okay.
Thanks everybody, and then I will turn into a bird and fly away.
Bo, what is going on?
As you, Kirill, you get back to the room and you shut the door and kind of lean against it. Hands grab you and fly back over your head. You guys
Are you
in the
fucking
street-
kidding me? I just needed a second.
And then you guys, you continue walking towards the mermaid. You round a corner and you see the wood elf that you saw earlier atop a Fomorian, along with another
A
Fomorian
Fomorian?
and another wood elf on top of it. And let me show you what a Fomorian looks like.
I don't know what a Fomorian looks like.
They're huge, aren't they?
Oh, they are. They're the hungry boys.
Yeah.
Oh
You guys
no.
see it?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
There's two of those bad boys, and then they have the howdas on their back, and that's what the wood elves are sitting in.
What is it, howdah?
It's like I don't know, some sort of basket.
Like a
reverse papoose.
an adult baby Bjorn.
Yes.
Oh my goodness gracious.
But on the back.
We will get that book, they say to you. And that's what we'll go ahead and end tonight. Thank you all to... Wow. All right. Thank you all to you.
Nazi vid.
I got it. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thanks for kind of following along our journey. We're getting towards the end of Candlekeep, and I'm going to be sad about it. Thank you so much to our patrons, Sparky, Dostivid, Rockoman, Rio's mom, Daniel, Meepo, Dream Lover, Duke Rellin, Eric Fox, Alistair, and Taco Arcana. You guys are amazing for giving us money to have fun together. So
And
thank
to
you.
just being our friend.
Be our friends, support us in this endeavor, and to help pay for Coulter's electricity. Thank you again. Have a good day, and we'll come up with a tagline.
When Carol says yes.
Okay, we do it.